Hi guys, I hope all of you are doing well. This is your Nifty Guy. Welcome to today's episode of Decoding Nifty with me. This is the series where we analyze and decode Nifty on multiple time frames daily so that we are well prepared to trade the next day with much more confidence and clarity. Right. Before we start today's video, just a sincere and humble request to all of you. In case if you guys like the way I present the trade setups, as well as explain the price action concepts to you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your trading friends, and also put down anything that you might have to say in the comments box, be it feedback, be it criticism. I am open to both. And on that note, we'll start with today's video. I'll keep the video very, very short because I'm not trading currently, so there would be a lot of explaining which would not be there because I'm not trading the uh, market during the live hours. As most of you would be knowing, I am on a vacation right now with my family in Japan, and that's a personal rule that I follow that I don't trade during vacations. I focus on what is at hand. I have spent a lot of money in visiting a new country, and I would like to explore that without any tension of the market. The market, stock market, will always be there, and you will always get the next good move to capture. All you need is your preparedness, right? And that is what I am trying to continue and do with this particular series of Decoding Nifty Daily. Uh, so, on that note, we'll start with today's video. Out of all the setups that we had discussed yesterday, there was only one setup which played out, which was a long entry above this particular level. So this was the retracement 0.5 to 0.618 fib level, which we had marked on the chart, and we planned along above this high with a pullback, and markets opened flat. It was a good opening. Uh, Market went above this particular high. Now, say for example, anyone would have created a long around these levels. Even if they were right, they would have ultimately ended in profit. But this particular move would have taken their stop losses. And that is why I always say that we should always wait for a pullback and a system which once created. Now, I have personally backtested this particular system of trading breakouts and breakdowns only with pullbacks is something which I feel comfortable with. And I know that yes, if I will be entering after a pullback, my the risk of my capital being taken away or taken out with a SL would be minimal, right? Of course, I can go wrong even if I've taken an entry after a pullback, but that is something that you trading is all about probabilities, and in this case, when once you trade a breakout or a breakdown with a pullback, you simply try to put a edge in your probability game, right? So market went up and gave us a good closings with fall of candles above our breakout range of this, not a breakout range, but this was a level from which we were expecting some resistance. So market broke out of it. Now it turned into a support zone where we saw a kind of a double bottom around here, and this particular high of the 1125 candle once triggered, the entry was around here, and you can see we got a good move on the upside. Obviously, would have been a trailing SL would have been hit around here or around here, but still it would nonetheless have been a good trade. Now today, what you guys would have witnessed was a very, very volatile expiry with market first triggering stop losses of those who were short in the market, and then ultimately retracing the entire up move which was there and triggering the stop losses of people who were long in the market. Now, I forgot to mention in yesterday's video was that today was an expiry, and anyone who would have been trading should shift to the next week expiry options just to be on the safe side. Now, this is something which is a personal rule for me, not necessary that you guys need to follow. But yeah, and again, the concept that I explained on last expiry about trading using the open interest is something which I could not follow today, obviously, because that is something that you need to track in the live markets. And you guys can go back to the last week's video and try to understand the expiry setup that I use. So that is the only setup if I see something happening around that on which I trade in the current week weekly expiry options of Nifty. Otherwise, for any other trade as per my setup, I shift to the next week's expiry options. Okay, now coming back for tomorrow, we'll start with the daily time frame first. So this level is of no longer important for is no longer important to us because market had already breached the previous day the entire high of the entire fall which was there. So we'll just remove this. We'll also remove this. Right now, market for me, I believe, is in a confusion mode right now. And if we see market is actually moving in a much broader range, right? And market will need to move out either out of this place, this zone, and go for all-time high, or it needs to come down below this here for to test these levels again. And that is something uh, the clarity will come in due time, which I believe will take some time. And till the time we do not have that clarity, please, my suggestion would be to keep your position sizing very small and trail your stop losses tightly. For tomorrow, what I can see is there's nothing. Yeah, we can take a short trade around these levels with a pullback again. If this swing low gets taken out, again, that will be a much more confirmed entry. Long, I will wait for markets to take out this particular high, right? Say, for example, market opens flat and is in this zone, I will say avoid trading in this particular zone as market will be volatile around here. If market opens flat and breaks below this zone and you get a good pullback after breakdown of this particular swing low which is there, you can get a short trade. That will be a good risk to reward as well as a good high probable trade. In case if market opens with a gap down, I will suggest wait for the market or wait for the price action. Do not short the market immediately, right? So this will be the simple and short trade plan for tomorrow. So keep your eyes on, be safe, trade with lower quantities right now. Please let the market decide where it wants to go. So try to understand I am a market structure trader. I focus a lot on the market structure, but right now, all I can see is that Nifty is in a sideways range. And this might be an accumulation, this might be a distribution. That is something that we will know in due course of time. But yes, till the time Nifty is in, if we see this particular candle, so Nifty is broadly, apart from these particular, these few movements out of the range, Nifty is in the range of this particular big green candle, or maybe if we shift to the weekly time frame, yeah. So Nifty is in a tight consolidation of this 12th May week, which is there, right? You can see all the candles are still inside this particular candle. So we need to either break out of 25,122 or break down below these levels, around these levels, 24,379, to see some good decisive moves. Till that time, I believe Nifty will be a little uh, volatile. And that is the reason I will suggest you guys to keep your quantities and stop losses low and tight, right? So this is all from my side for today. This is your Nifty Guy signing off. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Post the market. Cheers.